I just noticed, so day 66, and we're almost all the way back up to Constellation 50. We've been gaining Constellation stars at a pretty quick rate. Considering we even got up to 50 when we first did, I'm not sure when that was. But that can't have been later than day 30 or 40 or something. Let's go for the shrine here. We'll earn some cash, and at the end of the day we can donate to see what sort of shrine blessing we get. There's always the question of whether I should donate at the start of the day so that we have the shrine blessing for use throughout today. But I think I'd rather just hold on to the money. What do we have here? Hang on. We don't have any items for... Oh, right. We didn't find any break room yesterday. We didn't find the planetarium even, so we didn't get 2 stars from that. Here, grab that coin. Conservatory, the parlor, and the bedroom. Should I redraw? I guess we should redraw. I like the conservatory for sure, but we're still going to try and get our 4 corners, like the pantry. Yep, we'll use the pantry here. Alright, banana. Oh, the salt shaker, right. The chapel... I think I'll go with the walk-in closet. Again, we want to get a good number of items going. What is... a telescope in here? I didn't realize that was possible. I'm pretty sure we've only ever found that in the her ladyship's chamber until now. Oh, I see. The walk-in closet does belong to her ladyship. So they put the telescope in here. That's interesting. So she had an affinity for stars. I wonder if that comes into play with any puzzles down the line. But I'm going to go with the courtyard. It does get us some more gems, which will be a little bit useful. Ooh, a sledgehammer. There we go. So yesterday we did break down the wall in the greenhouse, which actually gave us a whole new doorway, which I found pretty interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. A long time ago, I was thinking that we could maybe use the power hammer to break down the brick walls that lead into rooms. So hang on, let me explain this a little bit better. So if I were to put another room here that didn't have a doorway going down into the Great Hall, then I was kind of hoping that the power hammer would break through that brick wall that's shown, but it doesn't. But effectively, that's the same thing as what we did. That's what we did in the greenhouse there. The chapel, I could redraw. I think we'll just place the chapel and then see what we get in the corner. Costing a coin is not a big deal. The kitchen, the storeroom, the library. Let's do some redraws. Maybe we can find an office or even a patio. Someday we'll get a patio. There's an office. We're going to place it. There you go. That's pretty good. And I can log into the laboratory from here. Should we do that? We'll grab the gem. Oh, we'll also grab the car keys. Because who doesn't want the car keys? I thought we would be able to drive off. That would have been kind of cool. Drive into town. Log into the network. Let's do that. Swan song. And I guess we had a question between logging into security or logging into the laboratory. I think we'll leave security alone. If we get locked out by security doors, oh well. I'd like to get some cool experiments going. Remote terminal access. Let's view active terminals and log into the laboratory one. And I guess the main experiment I'm hoping for is something to do with increasing our constellation. Whatever the trigger is doesn't really matter. Okay, so we didn't get it. Set your dice to 2 is pretty good. I think we'll take that one. And the next 3 times you open a locked trunk while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, whenever you draw an archived floor plan. I don't know. We're probably going to be picking an archive at some point because 4-door rooms are so common today. So we'll start this experiment, but it's not an exciting one. That's okay. We'll exit and head out to the north side. There we go. The rotunda shows up again because we have the chamber of mirrors. You can get multiples of the same thing. We're not going to take another weight room, but the cloister of Rena I think stands out to me. It costs the same as the rotunda. It gives the same access, and it can give us more luck if we draw a green room off of here. We'll use the door key. We'll use the key in the door. Oh my goodness. The combo. Well, we're going to do it. We'll spend another 3 gems on another cloister of Rena. You feel a little luckier. I'm not really sure what the luck actually does for us. There's no green rooms here. We can put a hallway down. I have a sledgehammer to open that trunk. The bunk room, we don't have a second shop, so no sense putting the bunk room down. There we go. And then we'll check this one out. No green room here, unfortunately. The passageway and the bedroom. I think we'll use the bedroom on this. The passageway, the only benefit that would give us is access to this westernmost tile, but we'll be okay. We'd rather get the steps from the bedroom while also having access to the chamber of mirrors. There we go. So you can walk in, push this button, and it didn't cost us too much thanks to the bedroom. That's good. We're actually up to 24 steps. How did that happen? Oh, I have the sleeping mask. Nice. Let's open this and do some digging. It'll be good to stockpile those keys because so far we don't have a reliable way to open doors. Old worthless shoes. We got a pair there. I wear them both. The classroom. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. Let's redraw. We want the breakfast nook. That's the exact one right there. Perfect. We'll grab that key and a little bit of food. Bacon and eggs. Let's go in with the regular key. The trophy room, the pantry, and the clock tower. This is a dead end regardless of what we take here. I mean, it's not a dead end. We can walk back through, but the clock tower might be better just to give us some keys for tomorrow morning. Although we're lacking gems. You know what? Yeah, we will take the trophy room. That brings us up to a total of 10 gems. Pretty darn good. There we have it. No other items in this room. Trophy case could be a little fuller, but we're doing a pretty good job so far. Whoa, the farmer's apple does stack, getting it twice. Wow. That's interesting. That must be why we're getting so many 4-door rooms, is because the effect stacks. Huh. We'll redraw. Servants' quarters, nope. Nope. We're just rolling for that patio. That's the only thing I want for Christmas. Oh, we got the treasure trove instead. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Maybe we'll find another one because we have the chamber of mirrors. I'll grab those coins. We're doing pretty well money-wise. Okay, I'll use a key on this trunk. What note do you have for me today? It's a green one. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. That might be true. But, hang on, if we go back through them, I think the first day... Now, unfortunately, I didn't take a screenshot of it, so I can't look back on it. But I'm pretty sure the first time we went into the treasure trove, it was a white note, or a white box with a green note saying, all green notes are true. And then the second day, we had a blue box with a blue note saying, green notes in white boxes are not true. And if that's the case, then that note saying, on day 1, saying that all green notes are true was a lie, which means all green notes are lies? So this is a lie? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that this note matters anyways. I haven't solved this. So it's this guy with a turban, this guy with a feather headdress. I have no idea what letter those 2 paintings indicate. Oh well. The pool, the observatory, and the West Wing Hall. I guess what I could have done is I could have used the secret key. Secret garden key. That's okay. I think we'll just put another observatory down. Let's get 3 times the benefit. It does increase our star count, so we'll actually get a different benefit this time. Oh, there's the dead end guy. Another sale. Everything's 50% off today. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. I don't think we're going to aim for dead ends. Nah. So we won't bother taking him. So green rooms are very beneficial. Oh, I can't go through here because it's not rotated. I guess we have to run back. 40 steps remaining. I think we're fine for the day. The morning room. I like the morning room. I don't like the direction that it takes us here. Yeah, I think we'll keep going straight with the veranda. It does cost 2 gems. But we'll probably find a gem in here to recoup a little bit of the cost. And a trunk, apparently. Also, Florealis, Borealis, or whatever it's called. Hey, there we go. There's 1 gem and there's 2 gems. Perfect. Okay. The servant's quarters, the laboratory, and her ladyship's chamber. This is an unfortunate draw because I really wanted to go straight here. Since we can't, it's a dead end regardless. We may as well take her ladyship's chamber. We have 4 keys, so I'm not worried about the key count now. So servant's chamber is not needed. And there's an item in here. Where's this item? The metal detector wants me to clean something up. We can't leave junk around the ladyship's chamber. Hello? Oh, it's this magnifying glass. Nice. Okay. Well, we have that now. Alright, I don't think there's anything to do in here. There probably is. Okay, no. From over there, I thought that was a sundial. I was like, oh, it's a sundial. But we already figured out the sundial thing. Alright. We got a little bit of a march back. We don't need to do anything more in this part of the house. So through the passageway we go. And, well, let's check out the south door. Ooh, I need a key. Sure. We haven't found a dining room again. The classroom, another passageway, and a dark room. I guess we'll just take the classroom because why not? I get an apple. And apples are tasty. And give me many steps. Through the vestibule. We do want to return up to the break room at the end of the day. But we have some things to do first. Hold on. I will spend a step. I'll spend 2 steps to unlock that door. Alright, through the hallway we go. Oh, and apparently I didn't unlock this chest. There you go, silver key. Just in case we wanted more 4-door rooms. And something hanging around. This coin. I'm always going to remember that coin now. It's a sneaky one. The passageway, the electric aquarium, and the archives. None of these are good for us, but this one is negative, so we'll just spend a gem on the aquarium. I guess the aquarium is a green room, so it gives us one of these flowers. Hey, the broken lever. Did we want that, or do we need a battery? Hang on. Broken lever, battery pack, sledgehammer. We're good. Okay, we're gonna make that power hammer and break down the wall in the weight room. Nice. That was a lucky find. All right, compass. Oh no, we're not making the electromagnet. We're making the power hammer. I need that battery. All right, we got it. Excellent. And then we could make, we could make a burning glass, or we could make a better shovel. I don't think compass. Oh yeah, the dowsing rod. Do we need any more items though? We're happy with the items we have. Yeah, let's just go with what we have. That's fine. So we'll head up through the conference room first. What an interesting house. Alright, here we go. Break it down, and it's almost definitely a lever. That seems to be what the clues were hinting at. It is a lever. And a red note saying the destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. And that's a lie. It's on a red note. That's not handwritten. Oh, there we go. That's another piece of the map. We've already gotten the full map though, so it doesn't really affect us. Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. This, so this lever gets us through the south side. We could go up there, if we so chose. Neat. Chamber of mirrors. Yeah, we'll just go south. Up through here, and I think this is the first time we'll have all 4 sides of the Chamber of Mirrors opened up. In theory, we haven't actually gone to the other side yet, but a morning room is perfect for us. I couldn't have asked for a better room there. Look at all these digging spots. Is this lucky? Is it lucky to have a lot of dirt in my morning room? Why am I digging them, actually? Hold on. I don't need these. Let's just grab the gems and move on out. Actually, there's a trunk. I do like trunks. the garage, the bunk room, and the west wing hall. Thank goodness. I guess we could have redrawn. We could still redraw. What would I draw for? It doesn't matter. Let's just take the hall and walk in this side. There we go. So we've got gems all over the place. Very nice. And can I not? Oh. What am I missing? Did I push this? I did not. Oops. We'd have to run all the way around. Yeah, there's no easy access unless you run around a bunch and... Yeah, it's not worth it. We don't need the gems. We're at 12 gems already. Oh, I've got to lower these again. Whoopsie daisy. That's fine. This is what we came for. Nope, not this. That's just a key. This is what we came for. The den. You found a duplicate copy of one of your floor plans. We already have a second copy of the den. I don't need a third copy. That's fine, but thank you. Thanks for offering. Let's lower the doors here. The glass walls. There we go. The bedroom closet. No, we definitely do not need another one of those. Okay, so there you go. It was worth checking though. We are going to head back to the break room and then call it a day there because the break room gives us a key card for tomorrow, which makes things much easier for us. Now, how do we get break room all the way up here? A little bit of running. Is there anything else to try? We didn't get the patio, unfortunate. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to check. We've now broken down the wall in the weight room. We did the green room yesterday. The greenhouse, I should say. So I think we're good to go, really. We will have to see what we can do. Oh, I'll just use a key. The corner rooms is a big one. I need to think more about that clock tower. That's a real stumper. The Ashen Swan. Oh, the shrine. Whoops, I forgot about that. Let's run all the way back for the shrine because we have 106 coins. We can donate them all. Ooh, we are running low on steps. Well, we'll make it to the shrine, but I don't think we'll make it back to the break room. That's too bad. Oh well. Sometimes it be that way. Here we go. Shrine. I apologize for having taken a lot of money out last time. We hopefully can pay back what we took. I think we only took like 30 coins out last time, but whatever. Paying back 106 coins. We'll see how long of a blessing that gets us. The longest we've had so far, I think, was 6 days. Blessing the dancer for 6 days. Oh, it doesn't let you go past 80, actually. There you go. That's the maximum. Sure, I'll confirm. Which means we're pretty... Ooh! The blessing of the berry picker. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a floor plan at random from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? Why would I want that? I guess it's nice if you get 3 floor plans that are really not good for you. Then you can take that. Interesting. So it might be useful in some situations. And even then, it's not a guaranteed useful. Oh well. Yeah, with 3 steps left, we won't be making it back to the break room there, so I may as well call it a day out here in the courtyard. Or this isn't the courtyard. What would this be called? Out by the fountain. What a neat place. There you go. Yeah, the clock tower is a tough one. Also the microchips, we don't know where those are. But I'm just going to keep running through and doing things. Though the corner rooms, I think, is doable. Even though we haven't seen a patio in a corner yet. I don't know. I'm not sure how many times I want to try before giving up. But we'll definitely get our constellation up to 50 and then throw all our constellation stars again on trying to roll the patio there. And if we don't get it then I don't know. I might have to look it up. I don't like looking things up, but there might be a rule that I'm not aware of, and who knows. But we'll give it a try with the stars first. All right. I don't know if it's a confession, but I have to say something. I looked up a spoiler thing. So at the end of yesterday, I was talking about how we'll earn enough constellation stars to re-roll the corner rooms for patios again. And if it doesn't work then I'll look it up. And you know what? I thought, we haven't seen the patio in the corner. I start getting paranoid and all that. I don't want to lose all my constellation stars. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever the reason is, I decided to look it up. And so basically what I found was confirmation that the patio cannot spawn in a corner. I don't understand why. Because the patio doors, if we were to put it in the northwest corner, for example, the patio doors would go here and here. So that would be legal. And with that orientation of doors, the patio outside would be over here. But apparently it cannot spawn up there. So yeah, so unfortunately, that's not the right path. And even more unfortunately, I got some direction on what the right path is supposed to be. And I did that by looking it up, which is cheating, and I don't like cheating. And so I feel bad about it, but at the same time, I don't think I would have found the right path on my own now that I know what it is. I didn't get completely spoiled on what the solution is. I just was told to look at a new clue a little bit closer. And in particular, we're supposed to look at the poems themselves a little bit closer. So let me show you what that means. Here is corner cases: patio, nook, office, and pantry. Those are the 4 that I was trying to get into the corners. Made sense to me. However, if we head out of here and go over to this page, if you zoom in on the words, and I checked all the pages, this is the only one that has this, you'll see these little numbers. So there you go. They're numbered. 1 is all, 2 is checked, etc. And so I just wrote those words out in the order shown by the numbers, and we got the following. All checked corner case rooms had a low case clue found in the rooms. Now this, I don't really understand what this means, a low case clue, but clearly I need to look for something in the corner rooms. So there you go. We've got ourselves a new direction. Now, the other thing I have to confess is that I got a direction on something else as well. In the same thread, somebody had mentioned a vase. And so I looked through the book, and I find this here vase. And I find this here sledgehammer. And I find this here layout of the whole house. So we need to look for a vase and break it with a hammer. There you go. So 2 new things to look for. I don't really know what we're supposed to be finding in these corner rooms. It's a little bit strange with how it says a low case clue. And I feel I've looked through the office quite a bit in particular, but it's, of course, the pantry and the nook. We've been through there nearly every day. So we'll see what there is to find. First, though, let's draft the outside room. Oh yeah, we've got the... Oh, we can pick a wild berry here. We've got the blessing of the berry picker, which lets us pick a wild berry, which gives us a random room. And you can do that in the outer room. So that's cool. I'm not excited by any of these 3. Let's take the wild berry. What do we get? Oh, it can give you any room whatsoever. That is super interesting. I have my 71 coins. Wow. Okay, blessing the berry picker is more exciting than I thought. The emerald bracelet, so we could, bypass all gem costs. I don't know if I feel the need to get this. Ornate compass, the chronograph, the silver spoon. With 71, I think I might take the chronograph and the silver spoon. I kind of like that idea. We can afford both. Ornate compass is quite good. Emerald bracelet, of course, is quite good. But we've been doing fine on gems. I don't need them. If we get enough money to buy them, we can come back. 11 coins. Okay. Well, back into the mansion. We're going to draft the patio, the nook, the office, the pantry, and see what we can find in them. One thing I was thinking about, because I was like, all right, well, what was in them that stood out, was I already grabbed my allowance, was that there are notes in all of them. Actually, I don't know if there's a note in the patio. The freezer, the break room, the mailroom, I think. Mailroom. Your package has been delivered. Sure. Let's grab our stuff. What I was thinking was in the pantry, there's that note which says Bridge TTE on it. So I had noticed that before. I don't know if that's related. Could very well be it. But also on that note, it talks about 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. And then in the office, there's a list of 5 different book titles. I don't know if there's anything like that in the patio or the nook though. But maybe that's something that's worth investigating. Let's head out the east door here, the vault, the coat check, and the break room. Obviously the coat check is pretty good for us. I think we'll grab it now. Yeah. There you go. No need to worry about keys. We'll retrieve the item. So I could have had the emerald bracelet, and we would have no key restrictions and no gem restrictions, which would make navigating the house pretty darn easy. The planetarium, the boudoir, and the furnace. I think we'll take the boudoir here. I like getting the dice to re-roll. And we get a couple gems. I would like to get a room that aims rightward. Hey, the breakfast nook. Okay, let's have a look at it. I kind of wish it was something to do with the corner rooms. Like putting them in the corners. Because that seemed, you know, like it's kind of a neat thing to have to puzzle it out in the house, how to effectively do that and so on. Now, the only note here is this one, a journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. And now I realize there are scribbles here. We probably need a magnifying glass to read this. Ha 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 ha. That's clever. I think the pantry has one of these. The office has a note about an antechamber lever, I believe. And the pantry doesn't have this, but we should get a magnifying glass and come check this out. That's probably it. The morning room directs us downward. I think we'll just grab the den for now. Keep our door access open. The clock tower, the planetarium, and the break room. They're all dead ends. We'll put a proper dead end here, keep the break room for some other place. I'll place the clock tower, giving us more keys tomorrow. Because I hope we find the break room. Oh, do we have a key card today? No, right. We didn't get back to the break room because we ran out of steps yesterday. Forgot. But yeah, we'd rather put a break room over a planetarium. Alright, no stuff here. We still have this puzzle to figure out. I'm pretty stumped on it, but we still have other things to work on, so I'm not going to worry too much. Yeah, the whole 130 thing, clearly important. And we got an extra key. Not needed. I guess we can open trunks with it, that's good. The vault, the observatory, and the morning room again. I think we will take the morning room on this one. I like getting the tomorrow room stuff. It just feels really good to be improving our situation on the next day. It's kind of like, feels like I'm doing something for charity, you know? Tomorrow me will appreciate this. Where am I looking? Oh, there's a key in the corner. Oh, some dice. Nice. Okay, lockpick kit, giving us some value. The corridor, the planetarium, and the secret passage. I guess we'll just put a corridor here. Or we could redraw. We have 4 dice. Or I could pick a wild berry. We'll put a corridor here. I mean, the wild berry wouldn't have been a terrible idea there. Oh, nice. We got a security door, but it automatically opened because the foundation was open from the other side. That's kind of handy. Because it takes that security door out of the pool of possible security doors being generated. Should we go back to the passageway? No, let's continue with the foundation here. I don't feel like digging. We don't need the keys. We don't really need the money. The kennel and the break room. I think we will put a break room here. We don't need the kennel to be unlocking doors for us. Here, let's go do the puzzle. Let's do a little bit of math. It's time for math. What does that mean? What? It's 1/3? Does that mean it's 1/3 because it takes up 1/3 of the space? Let's try a 5. Ooh, got it. What? How do I do 1/3 of 20? Oh, 1/3 of 20 times 3 is 20. Oh no. 1/3 of 9 is 3. Minus 3 is 0? Oh, minus 1 is 0 because it's 1/3 of... Oh my goodness. Nope, I got it wrong. Minus 1 is 2, by the way. 3 minus 1 is 2. 12. 5. It's so cool how they keep introducing new mechanics with this. So we had 3 minus 1 is 2. I really like that. That's really neat. We haven't seen the parlor in a while. I just thought of that. But like the parlor, it kind of introduces new mechanics by saying, like putting 2 statements on it and stuff. But this billiard room dartboard thing is neat. I like it. The vault, the casino, and the library. I may as well put a vault, or we could do a wildberry. The vault would give us an ornate compass if we were to go back to the showroom. Whether that's worth it or not, I'm not sure. I think we'll pick a wildberry. Let's see what happens. The commissary. Okay, it's a dead end anyways. That's fine. I have 13 coins, and we can afford some of these things, but we don't really need them. Alright, out we go. See, now I'm curious. Wasn't there some kind of explanation thing here? Maybe not. But I am curious to look at all the little explanation tips, like those tutorial tips, the black cards that are in some of the rooms. Because maybe they all have hints on them, and I just never paid attention with the magnifying glass. The kitchen, the conference room, I think we'll just put a conference room here. Gives us good access. We're blocked off on the other side there. There you go, like these. Okay, there's nothing to zoom in on this one. Well, we don't have a key card, do we? No. The patio. Oh, also, I do have the chronograph, so we can always redraw and then re-roll the redraw. So if I were to put the patio down here, we'd be in a bad spot because the conference room with its security door is the only way out, which would rely on us finding either a utility room and a computer or a key card. So I'm going to redraw this. Hopefully we get something facing northward. That's not it. Redraw again. Well, there's security and it faces northward. There's also a pantry. Yeah, let's get the pantry. We wanted to have a look at it. Alright, we'll grab the keys so we're not being beeped at. We'll grab the banana. And it said low case. All check corner case rooms had a low case clue found in the rooms. A low case clue. I don't understand that. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps through should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Low case clues. Lux coffee? Flour, sugar. See, we got a lot of sugar apparently. Coffee. Yeah, nothing seems interactable here. Moonshine? There's got moonshine in the pantry. Tea. Yeah, I guess I don't really know what I'm looking for. It's a bit of a stumper. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. ABO. Okay. Well, let's move on. We'll have to think about it. Maybe something we find in the office or the patio will give us a better idea of what we're looking for. There are some coins. Nice. The rumpus room. We haven't seen that one in a long time. I think I made it rare, didn't I? Do I care to go in there? It gives us some money. Gives us a fortune. Honestly, I don't think the fortunes have done anything for us so far. They're kind of cool to see, but... We could take a dormitory for some more steps. We could pick a wild berry. I guess we can watch another cinematic. Sure. Let's take the rumpus room. Here, get those coins off of there. All right. What do you have for us today, Great Alzara?
And as it was foretold, I am awakened for one last time by the sound of a dropping coin.
Oh, really?
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to impart to you one final vision.
I do. Ooh. Station? Ooh, what's this? Is it related to the gallery? There's some statues and the 8. Do we need to go back to the station? And a bridge. That black bridge?
In the dim, I see cavern walls of stone. A hollow lit by a sea of 1,000 burning stars. I see a treasure buried beneath the cliff rocks.
Well, we know about that elevator.
A black mirror hidden
Oh.
among the memories of the falling sands. And within the black mirror, I see a figure. A figure standing in sullen snow.
Are we going to end up getting snow as the days progress?
All of what
Oh, we're already
I
in
have
January,
told
aren't we?
you, my young baron. I wish you to now know. Until we meet again some distant day, I will have nothing more to say.
Oh, there's a fairly abrupt exit. So interesting. See, the thing is, we can't go back and get the vision again, right? There's no record of it. I can't look it up in the directory or anything. House history? No. So I don't know how much stock to put into that vision. Because generally, if you get information, well, I mean, what am I saying? I guess there's a lot of information, but like, okay, so say we find information in a book in the library. I can always go back to the library and take that book out again. Or if there's a note, I can go look at a note with a magnifying glass in a subsequent run. We can always go back to getting more information because the information it's not consumed when we view it. Whereas these visions from the Great Alzara, they are consumed. So I don't know whether they're actually important clues or if they're just cool looking. The parlor, the secret passage, and the freezer. Let's take the parlor here. Alright. Oh, there's still something to be found. This one over here. This box and the white box are both false. A true box contains the gems. You will open this box and find it empty. I think we've done this puzzle before, haven't we? This box and the white box are both false. That can't be true at all. That has to be a lie. Which means that this has to be true. A true box contains the gems. You will open this box and find it empty. That can't be... These two can't be true at the same time, so this must be it. Because if this was true, then... Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. There we go. Oh, I guess that is true. But it's not the one that carries the gems. So the Great Hall, the Planetarium, and the Dovecote. You could redraw... The Great Hall is not a terrible idea. I mean, what am I saying? We have the Master Key. I forgot about it. Cool. Some extra gems. Okay, we can go that way. Oh. So this is just going to be... I guess I should have known. This is just going to be a dead end. Yeah. Wow, our lockpick is doing a lot of work today in this place. Usually when we come into the Great Hall, the lockpick opens maybe 1 or 2 doors at most. The rotunda and the showroom. We already have a showroom. Huh. So, that's interesting. The wild berry on the outer room doesn't affect the draft pool in here. I don't know that there's any use for that, but we could take the showroom, giving us the option to buy the moon pendant, I think. Because I would imagine it's not going to show us the chronograph since we've already bought it. Let's see. There you go, there's the moon pendant. Emerald bracelet and silver spoon are sold out. So it still threw those into the showroom, but because they're options in the other place, and we did buy the silver spoon, it doesn't show here. It shows sold out. That's really cool. Moon pendant. There you go. Huh. The more you know. I don't know if we'll ever be able to use that that information again, because what are the chances we happen to pick the showroom with a wild berry in the outer room? So here we are in the office. We may as well grab our gem. There you go. So looking at this, the antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order because Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Here's a thought. West is italicized and lowercase. In the pantry, Bridget, bridge, west bridge. Ah, west bridge. Bridget was italicized. Hold on, let me bring up that picture again. Because I did find that suspicious a while back. However you say that. Here you go. All right. So here we go. Oh, that's the wrong picture. Hang on. This one. It says Bridget, but bridge is italicized. And I did notice that before. That's where I was saying bridge TTT. So that's interesting. West is italicized. Haha, I'm glad I looked at this. And then that's just something else. Okay. That gives us a very good direction. Which means, is there something else? Well, I guess we need the magnifying glass to see what's in the Nook's little hint clue thing. And we want to find the patio. Hint clue thing. That's the technical term. What would that be called? There's a term for it. Planetarium, the laboratory, and the freezer. Honestly, we just do a wild berry here. There you go. We could use dice. But I did this and got a trophy room. So far, the wild berry's given us some pretty high value stuff. It's given us a showroom and a trophy room. And it also gave us a commissary, which is rare. So it seems, they say regardless of rarity, feels like it's putting rare rooms specifically. Walk-in closet or the observatory. Do we need items? I don't feel we do. Let's take the observatory. Alright, we got some diamonds. There we go. Lots of stuff. The slice for 3 more steps. Wonderful. Yeah, conservatory feels pretty good. Observatory. I don't know why I said that. Conservatory as well. I love the conservatory. That that word's on my mind just because of how much I love it. Opening this door gives us something. No, it doesn't. Was there... Oh, I was gonna say, was there no lever? I opened that door and I didn't go through. There we are. So we want to head north from here. The laundry room, the pantry, and the freezer. Alright, let's redraw. We're looking for that patio. Would be nice. Oh, I think the patio can only be on the sides, so we won't be seeing it here. I put the gymnasium down. I'd rather do that over redrawing again. Oh, no, I wouldn't. I don't have a key card. Uh-oh. That's okay. We're okay with not being able to proceed further. It just means we won't be getting the patio. Not the end. Oh, wait, we still have the passageway. All right, let's head on down. Through the parlor and all that. What is zigzag? So the office we found west. Oh, I should write that down. Hold on. Hang on. So we've got west bridge, and I'll probably just write down where I saw these in case that matters. Pantry. Cool. There we go. And then we'll see what we find. I don't know that we'll be getting a magnifying glass today. In fact, I should have thought of that with the walk-in closet. We could have put a walk-in closet down to maybe get ourselves the tool we need. But oh well. The commissary doesn't have one. Yeah, we're just heading back. It's a big zigzaggy house. Lots of steps though, so no worries. Can I actually hold on? Let's take a picture and try zooming in on it. it's not cheating. They seem to blur things out generally when you don't have a magnifying glass. So yeah, that's pretty blurred out. I can't really tell. But clearly there is information here about something. What if this is information about the clock tower? That would be so nice. I really need a clue on that. That'd be cool. Alright, let's turn and head out. Westward. The pool, the furnace, and the mechanarium. That's a good spot for mechanarium. Do we have many mechanical rooms though? We have not one. So that's not a great spot. Let's put the pool down. Sure. And then I'll open the north door. The dark room, the utility closet, and the library. Well, you know what? With the utility closet, we can unlock the gymnasium. So that's not terrible. Sure. Because we do have the office computer that we can log into the security room from. There we go. And the added bonus of removing that downside on the gymnasium. Oh, we also have trunks here. Money. Okay, what is this thing beeping at me for? It's probably going to be a key. Oh, there you go, it is. Okay. The vault, the drawing room, and the planetarium. Let's put the drawing room down. It lets us re-roll for patio. Now, I now know you can't put a patio in the corner here, so too bad. The kitchen, we can just redraw. Interesting that this overrides the drawing room's redraw. Walk-in closet. Chance of getting a magnifying glass. We'll probably be taking that, but we can redraw and then go back with the chronograph, which is cool. Just in case we get the attic. Bam. Still gonna redraw, but the attic is what I wanted. Perfect. Let's rewind to the last draft. We'll take it. Yeah, the chronograph is pretty good for that reason. We got a compass. And a coin purse. And a key. And a gem. And another key. Lots of items, but apparently no magnifying glass. That's too bad. Oh, there's a treasure map. Does that mean that the magnifying glass is already somewhere we haven't seen it? Well, we might need to head to the office and log into the security computer. And then that would tell us. Because the security computer can tell you about what rooms are in the house. The workshop, the bedroom, closet, and planetarium. Let's do some redrawing. I think I'll redraw again. The veranda. No, let's rewind. And I think we'll take the sauna here. It helps us out tomorrow. A key card, look at that. We didn't need the utility closet at all. That's okay. Here we go. The rotunda, the vestibule, and the planetarium. I think we'll take the vestibule. It's just a little bit quicker than the rotunda. And we're hoping for the patio. We didn't get it. We did get the treasure trove. That's not what I want, but I can't reroll, so too bad. We'll place the treasure trove. And here we have a memo in a white trunk that says the previous box in this room contained a true statement. Good to know. The study. We haven't seen the study in a long time. We can redraw though. Let's do that. The vault. I could freeze our assets. We've got 20 gems and 40 coins. Is not a bad way to start the day. Might do that. And then hope that we get a furnace in the room next door. And if we get the furnace, then we learn something, and that'd be great. Let's see. I don't have any rerolls though. Okay, no furnace. That's fine. The courtyard doesn't do anything for us. We'll just pick a bedroom closet in case it has a magnifying glass. It does not. No problem. Here we go. Vestibule, we can go out the east side door still. And pick another bedroom closet just in case. We got a sledgehammer. And we have a treasure map. I'm not going to bother with the treasure map. It's just been coins and gems all the time. Here, we'll use the master key here. Interesting that you can use the silver key on that door. We made progress due to me, I don't know, breaking the rules a little bit. But now we have a new, what the? Hanging out here once again really reminds me of the good old days at the Mice Will Play. That's cool. You'd only see that if you backed in the corner like I just did. Huh. Is that important for anything? Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, we have a new puzzle we're working on, and we are making a little bit of progress. Hopefully we can get a magnifying glass tomorrow to check out the breakfast nook. I'm sure we can draft the breakfast nook, no problem. And hopefully we can draft that patio so we can see what's over there. Neat stuff. We'll call it a day though, and that will be all.